Hello, 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 everybody. It's Ty Goodwin, and I have stolen control and gone live in the TSP group. Okay, well, not exactly. That's not exactly how things went down, but we had some technical difficulties, but we are rock stars and we adapt. So we find a way to make things work. And so I'm really, really excited about getting to spend about 30 minutes with you talking about how to create an outstanding opt-in offer. So I want to give a shout out and thanks to Stephanie, to Lamar, team for this opportunity to come before you and help you figure out how to generate leads with an outstanding opt-in offer. So as we get started, come on in and say hello, give me a thumbs up, some love, let me know that you're here, tag somebody for this a little while ago. We got a little bit of a late start, but we're here now. So if you're here too, come on in, say hello, let me know where you're from. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Freddie. Invite some friends, tag some people, ask some questions. I am ready. I got a lot of good content I want to share with you in about 30 minutes or so. And I am ready to get started. Hey, Danielle. Hey, LaShanta. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. All right. So here's the deal. I am Ty Goodwin. I am CEO of the Momentum Agency. I'm the creator of Quiz and Grow Rich. And I get to help people figure out how to generate more leads for their business and do it on autopilot, right? A lot of my clients, they're brilliant at what they do, but they don't have the time or the tech savvy, and one of the reasons that I do that is because after working with coaches and consultants, owners for years, things I realized is that they don't like marketing tech. They love what they do, right? They're real good at what they do, but they don't like trying to figure out email marketing and email platforms and quiz platforms and all of those behind the scene pieces that have to go together. Not their thing, but you know what? I geek out about all of that and I love every minute of it. And so it made a lot of sense for me to dive in and begin serving my clients that way, because after we created things like online courses or online quizzes, the biggest question is, well, how do I get more people to see it? How do I get more eyes on my offers and on my content? Because that's the way you generate more sales. And that's where the opt-in offer comes from. So let me see. I got a few folks that are here. I think I might have to take this light down just a little bit so I can see. Can we still see me? There we go. So let's see. I see Chanel. I see Brianna. I see Sandy. Hey, from South Florida. All right, Danielle. I'm down here in Florida too. Danielle says, be ready. I love it. Hey, Tiffany. Fantastic. Thanks for everybody who's hanging out. So I'm here to talk about, like I said a few minutes ago, how do you create an outstanding opt-in offer? Now, I'm going to start with the basics and then I'm going to drive through to some more of the advanced stuff, but I want to make sure I cover this for everybody, whether you're brand spanking new or whether you've been around in this game for a while and you're still trying to figure some stuff out, right? So here's the deal. An opt-in offer, also known as a lead magnet or a pink spoon. One of the easiest ways to help you figure out and really get clear about what it is anybody remember Baskin Robbins? If you remember Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors, go ahead and type in the comment. You can tell me what your favorite ice cream is too, right? But what was your favorite ice cream? All right, while you're doing, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I was forever scarred because I wanted chocolate ice cream and they gave me coffee ice cream. And ever since then, I cannot even tolerate the smell of coffee, right? But do you all remember 31 flavors? And if you go into 31 flavors, what do they give you when you say, oh, I want to sample something? They give you a pink spoon and you would sample it. And if you were like really smart, you'd ask for like 5 samples, right? But that's where the whole idea of a pink spoon comes in for marketing. And a pink spoon is the same thing as an opt-in offer. It's the same thing as a lead magnet. It's the same thing as a freebie. And all it does is this. It gives people a sample, just like that 31 flavors, right? It gives people a sample of what they can expect. Now, if you do a good job with your opt-in offer, what's going to happen? They're going to want more. So that's why it's really important to have a really good pink spoon, lead magnet, or opt-in offer, because it's a signal, indicator of what's to come. Now, I've seen a lot of people that put together an opt-in offer and it's not the greatest. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you what makes a good opt-in offer and what makes a. Here's what I want to hear from you. Do you have an opt-in offer? If you've got an opt-in offer, go ahead and put the name of it in the comments. What's your opt-in offer? What are you giving away? Now, at the end of this conversation, I'm going to tell you how you can get my list. I've got a list of 52 different lead magnets that you can try to use to generate leads for your business. So hang around till then. Or if you want to go do something to come back later, I wouldn't advise that because you're going to miss out, but you can hang around till then. And then I'm going to give you an opportunity where you can grab that list. But what is your lead magnet? What are you using right now? Are you using a webinar? Are you using a digital download? Are you using a quiz? My favorite thing. But what are you using to generate leads for your business? And I'm going to tell you why those are really important. So your opt-in offer is important because it gives people a sample, but it also gives you an opportunity to get their email address. Now, email addresses are a gold mine, right? Let's see. Are you guys putting them down there? I see it. All right. Oh, I see the ice cream comments are coming in. Cookies and cream, pralines and cream. I wish you could have joined in too, Stephanie. We had so much of a fun conversation, right? So here's what I want to know. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Teray. Listen, so what is your lead magnet? Like, what are you using? So I talked about some, webinars, digital downloads, quizzes. Those are the top 3 that are out there right now. If you're doing an e-commerce business, your lead or your opt-in might be a discount code, right? I'm going to give a shout out to Doc McDiva, who's in this group with her eyelashes, and we've got a quiz for her, but she's also got a discount code that she gives people when they sign up for her email list. And a lot of e-commerce brands use that. That's an example of an opt-in offer. Now, why do we do that? We do that because here's what we know. At any given time, only 3% of your audience is ready to make a buy decision. 3%, 1, 2, 3, 3%. So what about the other 97% of people? They're not ready to make a buy decision. They're kind of interested. So think about the last time you made a big decision, a big buy decision. Maybe you bought a car. You didn't just wake up one morning, decide you were going to buy a car, and then go to the dealership and give them money. Now, maybe Lamar does that, right? Maybe Lamar, right? They wake up in the morning like, I need a car. So they go to the dealership and they get a car. But, most people across the board, no matter what we're buying, we are going to think about it. We're going to compare. We're going to evaluate. We're going to really think, do we really need this? Well, which one do we need? We're going to talk to some people. And that's the process that happens for those other 97% of people who are not ready to make a buy decision. So your opt-in offer is the bridge that gets them from, oh, I'm interested in this. And what I like to say, you take them from I'm interested to I'm in, right? You've got people that are interested in what you're offering. They might be interested in your consulting services, in your video services, your PR services. We've got all of those things in the TSP group, right? They might be interested, but how do you get them from I'm interested to I'm in? It's your opt-in offer and the emails that come after that to nurture the relationship. So when I see people online all the time where they don't have an opt-in offer, like, what am I going to join your list for? I don't know what's happening on your list. You're not giving me anything. Why should I join your list? Why should I just to be a part of a list where you're going to send me stuff? No, you have to give them something of value. And that leads me back to the other thing I said about how do you figure out what's a good opt-in and what's a not so good opt-in offer. All right, because that's the big thing. So I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to read some of your comments and see what kind of opt-in offers you have. So I was working with this client. She was a brilliant coach in personal development, brilliant coach. And she solved the problem of really helping women connect to their purpose so they could leave their day job, right? They could leave their day job and go off and do whatever they wanted to do. And her opt-in offer was a series of affirmations around how to be more confident. And she's like, well, people love my affirmations. They love them when I put them out there on Facebook. They like it. They like my little posts and my little images. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to make affirmations, and that's going to be my lead magnet. That was not a good idea. All right, and I'm going to tell you why. But let me see, what are you doing for your lead magnets that are out there? So let's see. Oh, Lunch Learn on the books today. I see that from TSP. That's only 3%. And from I'm interested to I'm in, I'm seeing, I think I got to go back up. Let's see. So Freddie says, we are using a quiz with you. Yes, Freddie, I can't wait to finish your quiz. It's going to be amazing. Let's see who else has some opt-in offers on here. I'm seeing a lot of cookies and cream, a lot of chocolate ice cream, but I don't see a lot of opt-in offers, which tells me one of two things. Either you don't have one, which we need to talk about later, or some of you are being shy. So listen, even if you're watching this later, there's still time for you to participate and go ahead and put your opt-in there. I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to put you in a hot spot, but I just want to know what's out there for your opt-in offer. So if you got one, go ahead and put it in there. Let's see our email. Okay, that's Freddie. Yeah, you got to do that. Yep. So let me see if more people are putting that in. EB Wills says, I don't have one. Fantastic. Listen, sometimes you got to say what you don't have because a closed mouth don't get fed. And if you don't have an opt-in offer and you're not asking for help getting one, nobody can read your mind and help you with it. But if you ask for help, you can get help. So I love it. And come on, keep putting them on there. If you got more opt-in offers, put them on there. So let me go back to the story of the coach I was telling you about, because I said I was going to share why an opt-in, what makes a really good opt-in offer and what makes one that fails. So here's one thing, which is not a good idea. You just take something that you like and you put it as an opt-in offer because you like it, or it got you a lot of likes on social media. But your opt-in offer needs to have some very specific criteria. And the first one is this. First of all, it has to connect to your offer. That coach that I told you about that was doing these affirmations around confidence, that didn't really connect and give people a sample of the transformation she helped them get. Right? If you're helping people get the confidence or get the, find their purpose to leave their job, giving them an affirmation around confidence isn't going to help them see and taste what you can do for them. Give them, 5 steps to leaving your day job. 5 steps to, creating your exit plan from your 9 to 5. Give them a sample, but everybody and their mom is talking about affirmations and putting affirmations out there. How does that distinguish you? Right? So first of all, it has to connect to what result you're going to help people get, the result that you're monetizing. The second thing is this, it has to give them a quick win. There's so much stuff out there that, we get overwhelmed. So I'm going to raise my hand. And if this is you, I want you to the comments, right? But how many of you download like a whole bunch of stuff that you never, ever go back to? And I'm raising like both my hands. All right? And I do it because I'm interested in seeing people's funnels and I'm taking a look at all that because I do it for my clients. But some of us just download stuff because it looks good. And then we have a whole bunch of stuff on our computer. So your goal with your opt-in offer is to make it something that's going to give people a quick win. Give them a quick result. And here's why that's also important, because remember, you're giving people a sample of what you can do for them. Result by that free download, what are they going to expect when they work with you? They're going to expect. So you start off giving them a quick win, and listen, it's not the whole kitchen sink, right? It's not the whole full brilliance of what you do. They can never get that in a download or a video or a webinar, but you've got to give them enough that gives them a really quick win so that they can feel like, okay, this person is on to something. You're on to something. I want to follow you. So one of our opt-in offers that we launched last year was an online quiz. A lot of you have taken Entrepreneur Are You? And maybe I'll put the link in here if I'm allowed to do that. Actually, I'm in control, so I'm going to do it anyway. And if Lamar doesn't like it, he can delete it. Okay, but listen, so we did this quiz, and it was, what type of entrepreneur are you? Got a lot of shares. It grew our email list from about 1,700 folks to about 13,000 folks. But here's what people loved about it. It gave them an instant win of figuring out what kind of business model they should use. Should they be doing speaking on stages? Should they be hands-on doing stuff as an actualizer? Should they be coaching or consulting? But that was a quick win. And we created that opt-in because we knew that a lot of our clients, that's what their biggest struggle was. They're brilliant at so many things. How do I choose which one? How do I figure out what to do? And I knew that if we helped them get that quick win, that they would be, okay, let me pay more attention to her. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, that was really insightful. That was really helpful. So when you're creating your opt-in offer and you're making it outstanding, the first thing is you're going to tie it into your end result. You're going to help people get a quick win. And the third thing is that you have to make sure that you're including the information that will help people take action. It does you no good to create an amazing opt-in offer, but you don't have a call to action. And I see that a lot. So they downloaded it or they watched your video, but what's next? Do you want them to book a call with you? Do you want them to join your webinar? Do you want them to join your group? You've got to drive this conversation. right? You're the boss, you're the expert, it's your business, you're the leader. So it's up to you to drive that conversation, and you have to do that with a strong call to action. So your opt-in offer, to make it outstanding, make sure that it's tied to your offer at the end, and then make sure that you have a really strong call to action. Now, there's one more thing that you got to do to make sure that your opt-in offer is really, really outstanding. Are you ready for this? If you're ready for it, type me in the comments, and let me scroll and see what people have been saying. Let's see. So Natasha says her opt-in is subscribed for a monthly self-care kit each month. Let's see. Jerome says he wants to do a short exercise book. Fantastic. Another one is we have example sheets of what's inside Sankofa Club. Fantastic. And Freddie, I just signed up my nephew for Sankofa Club, by the way, because it's excellent. And he's in 5th grade and he loves science. And so I'm sister. So that's fantastic. Ray says, I don't have one. Ray, we got to fix that. Let's see. All right. Everybody says me, me, me. Include a strong call to action. Yes, yes, yes. So here's the deal. Here's the 4th thing that you have to do. You have to tell people who you are. Now, when people download your opt-in offer, they don't know you in most cases, right? Especially if you're doing a really good job of driving paid traffic or even organic traffic to your offer, you're not great. Okay, you're not getting people that knew you from where you worked in, your corporate job, but you're getting new people who are your ideal clients, and they don't know you. Right? They opted in because of the promise that your opt-in was going to give them the quick win that they wanted. So you need to make sure you're including a bio or a story or something in there about you so that they can get to know you, because what is this? People buy from folks they know, like, and trust. And you want to start off from the very beginning, helping them know, like, and trust you by including a bio, including a story, but give them some kind of hook so that they start to feel connected to you. So those are the 4 things that you want to have in your outstanding opt-in offer. So if you've got a question about anything I've said, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm going to go through those in just a minute. And I want to make sure that I've answered all the questions. I'm going to put my Stephanie hat on and make sure that I answer all the lists for me. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. So let's see. Go ahead and put your questions in there. Has this been helpful? If this has been helpful to you, give me some hearts, give me a cool emoji just so I can see, but let me know. Has this been helpful for you? All right, so we talked about the purpose of an opt-in offer. We talked about how do you choose the right kind of opt-in offer. You know what? There's one other question that comes up with that. Am I giving away too much free stuff? And I've heard Lamar say this, and you've heard other people say this, when you're doing your opt-in offer, you're not giving them the how-to step by step, but you're giving them the why, right? You're giving them the what. You're answering questions for them that allow them to make a quick win, but you're not giving away all the details. So that's a really good thermometer for you to figure out if you're giving away too much. About 2 last things, and then we're going to wrap up. My favorite tools for creating an opt-in offer and setting it up. So you got to have your landing page software, and then you've got to have a tool that you're using to create it, and you've got to have an email responder. 3 simple tools. So I'm going to give that to you again. If you're setting up an opt-in offer, all you need is 3 simple tools. The first thing is you got to have something that lets you create it, right? So whether you're doing a video, whether you're doing a PDF or a download, can I give you my favorite secret for creating stuff really, really quick? So video trumps everything. And even if you don't like your cell phone video and you don't like video, here's what I do. And I don't tell everybody this, so you guys should feel really special because I'm telling you this. All right, you ready? You want to know? Here's what I do. So there's this whole feature on Facebook that you can actually create Facebook Live that just go to yourself. So you change the status of that post to private, only you can see it. You can make a Facebook Live, and if you like it, fantastic, then you can share it. But if you don't like it, don't share it. But here's what I do. I take that video and then I transcribe the content. Now I can turn it into a PDF. I can turn it into a slide deck, and we use Canva a lot, which is another one of my favorite tools for creating stuff. But I take it and I put it in Canva, make a quick checklist, make some templates, and then we're good. But video trumps everything, because if you can speak and get it out of your system, you're gold. And before I found out I can make it private, I had a whole Facebook group that was just me. Nobody else was in the group. I was the only person in the Facebook group. And I promise you, there's about 10 videos in that group, because I would just make videos in that private group where I was the only person. And then if I liked it, I would share, download it, and I just use Facebook. So that's my super, super secret tip that I don't share with everybody. Okay. So number one, you got to have a way to create your content, whether it's a webinar, or we talked about Canva. I talked about, using Facebook video and then transcribing it. Number two, you have to have a landing page. Your landing page can be anything from ClickFunnels, Convertry. You can use Instapage. If you have a WordPress website that has a theme where it doesn't have your navigation, you can use that. But you've got to have a landing page, because that's where you send people to actually opt into your list. And then you have to have an email responder. Now, you do not want to use Gmail. Gmail is not an email service provider unless you have a business account. But even then, it's not an autoresponder that allows you to automate everything. Our top three, we use ActiveCampaign, we use ConvertKit, and we use MailerLite. So for those of you that are taking notes and write that down, those are the top three that we use. But those are the only three things you need to set this up. And so you set that whole thing up, and then you drive traffic to it. And I'll give you 3 or 4 ways that you drive traffic. You've got a Facebook group, you've got your existing email list, you've got joint ventures and partners that you can ask to cross promote. All right. We talked about paid traffic a little bit, or one of my favorite is leveraging other people's audience, like I'm kind of doing right now, right? I'm leveraging the audience that Ronnie and Lamar have built with TSP, and I'm getting in front of you, and I'm going to share with you a lead magnet at the end of this, which will opt you into my list if you want. But it's a lead magnet with 52 different lead magnet ideas, right? A lead magnet full of lead magnets. You get that, right? So, but that's another way that you can drive traffic, is by leveraging people's. So you can do Facebook Lives, you can go on podcasts, you can speak in front of audiences, but you've got to drive traffic to those. Okay, so that's it. So I have to give you one more quick tip, and this is from the bottom of my heart. Listen, I know that all this stuff can sound fun, it can be really interesting, but if you need clients right now, please do not start wasting your time building an opt-in offer. And yeah, I know that sounds crazy from the girl who creates online quizzes for people to opt in, but here's the deal. If you need clients right now, the best thing you can do is learn how to pick up the phone, learn how to create a list of people and get referrals, and start selling your product or services. It's time to build an opt-in list. It takes time to get in front of people that way. It takes more money in ads to drive traffic. So if you need clients right now, pick up the phone, or figure out how to ask for referrals and get some business, and actually talk to people before you launch into this whole long campaign of building an opt-in list. And that's from the bottom of my heart. Okay, somebody said, well, you shouldn't have said that, Ty. Well, hey, I got to be truthful, because otherwise I can't be in integrity. All right, so I think I'm covering just about everything. So here's the last thing that I'm going to share with you, and then I'm going to give you the link if you've stuck around. The last thing is, what do you do with people after they opt into your list? And this is super important, because I have seen this, and some of you might have done the same thing. So I'm going to raise my hand again, and I'm going to tell on myself, right? How many of you have an email list, but you haven't talked to people? Who's brave enough? Who's brave enough to share how long it's been since you talked to the people on your email list? Go ahead and put it in the comments. Has it been a week? Has it been 5 weeks? Has it been 6 months? I want to know who's brave enough to share when the last time is that you talked to your email list. And let me go take a look at the comments real quick. So do you reach the people with paid Facebook ads? Yep, Jerome, absolutely. That is one of the fastest ways to generate traffic. You can do it organically, but it always takes a lot more time when you do it organically. So paid traffic, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Pinterest ads, Instagram ads. Instagram is, kind of iffy sometimes right now as people are trying to figure it out, but paid traffic is the way that a lot of people generate more leads for their business, because it works when you do it right. So let's see. And I'm dropping bombs. I love it. This is good. Yes, I'm having fun. How often do you talk to your email list? That's the question. So listen, I've known people who've done a really great job of putting together an email list. And they're like, I got 1,000 people on my email list. I'm like, that's fantastic. And then when I say, well, when's the last time you've talked to those people on your list? It's like crickets, right? So listen, please do not be a one-night stand. Now, you all know what I'm talking about. Thank you, ma'am. Wham, bam. I got your email address. And they never, ever hear from you again. Now, listen, it's not like you're going to get a paternity test, right? We're not doing that whole Maury Povich thing. But here's the deal. You have to continue that relationship. You have to nurture it, right? You have to continue to build that relationship, establish your credibility, establish your know, like, and trust, build that relationship over time. So after people, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have a welcome series. And when we do this for folks, we create about 3 or 4 welcome emails that indoctrinate them, right? That let them know what to expect, that let them know who we are, that let them know how to find us. And you want to create that. You know, if you met somebody, and let's say you were dating, and you met them, you had a great time, and then you never heard from them again, you would feel some kind of way about that, right? You would feel offended. You wouldn't want to talk to them anymore. And they pop up, 6 months later in your text message talking about some, hey, you are done with that, right? You're not trying to hear that. Okay. So don't be that way with your clients. You want to court them. You want to woo them. You want to really, help them. I'm interested to, I'm in. And in order to do that, you're going to have content. You're going to have emails that go on a regular basis and not just your blog post. You're going to have targeted emails that go connecting them to the information and the content that they want. If you're doing it right, you're going to retarget that audience using something like Facebook ads. So they're seeing you in multiple places. They're not just seeing you in their inbox, but they're seeing you when they go on Pinterest. They're seeing you when they go on LinkedIn or when they go on Facebook or YouTube, because it's almost like you're stalking them, right? And it's because people need those touches. People need to see you 7, 8, 10, 20 times before it finally clicks that you are the answer that they need. And this is all what marketing is. So that's what I'm going to wrap up with, and I'm going to put this link down here for you to get this. Let's see. I got some questions. Let's see. Is there an amount you should pay for paid traffic? That is a really great question. And it really depends on who your audience is, what your market is, and what you're trying to do. The payment that you're going to make or the investment that you're going to make for ads depends. Are you driving them the content? Are you trying to warm up a cold audience? Are you retargeting people? Are you trying to get them to opt into a list or join a webinar? It really is going to depend. You might see people talking about spending $15 a day, and that could be a great start. But honestly, you're not going to see it until you start making bigger investments. And so I made a mistake one time. And it was a great mistake, but because it taught me something. We were doing, I think, about $25 a day in Facebook ads for something. And I went in to change something, and I accidentally hit it to go to $300 in one day. Yeah, right. You had that. See, I saw your mouth drop. Even though I didn't see you, your mouth dropped, and I know it. But here's what happened. The spike for the number of people that actually saw and opted in that day was huge. Huge. And so this is why people are spending money and investing in Facebook ads. And I'll say this all day long. People understand the value of investing in Facebook ads, and Facebook has a vested interest in it too. If the ads don't work and you're not making money, you're not going to come back and invest in Facebook, which means Facebook is not going to make any money. So they have a vested interest in your ads working, because if it works and you get clients and you generate revenue, it's going to bring in more money for them. But that's a whole nother. Let's see. Brady said, you are the father, right? It's not going to happen, but we still have those one night stands. We don't want to do that with email. We want to be there for our people. All right. So let's see. Don't be a one night stand. You have to continue to build a relationship with your email list. Absolutely. So here's what I'm going to wrap up with. So this whole opt-in offer, and why you want to have an outstanding opt-in offer, is part of what it takes to market your business. And after coaching people for, I've been doing this since 2002. I started my business when my daughter was born because I didn't want to go back to work. I wanted to be there for her. So she's been a big, big part of why I do what I do. And I have seen so many people say, I don't like marketing. I don't like sales. Oh my gosh. Well, here's what you have to understand. Opt-in offers are a part of a marketing strategy that works. And if you want to sell more, if you want to generate more leads, you've got to learn how to market. And marketing boils down to 3 simple things. Let me put this link in here right before I forget. This is lead magnet that I have, 52 lead magnet ideas. I put that link in there, and Stephanie or somebody, make sure you highlight that and tag her for folk, but I just dropped that link in there for how people can get it that stuck around. 52 lead magnet ideas is going to add you to my list. We've got some content and some offers. I'm going to nurture the relationship just like I've shared with you today. But here's what all marketing is. And if you ever get stuck and you ever think, oh, I hate it, this is what you got to remember. Marketing is three things. The first thing is the first thing is helping people be aware that they have a problem. That's all it is. So your content is important to help them be aware that this is a problem. It's a problem that you don't have an email list. It's a problem that you don't have, a rear view mirror on your car, right? It's a problem that you don't have a little button on your car that opens the trunk for you with your foot, right? It's a problem. That's all that advertising is helping you become aware that there's a problem. The second piece that marketing does is that there's a solution to that problem. So you don't have enough clients, enough leads. That's what your problem is. The solution is you need an email list, or the solution is you need referrals. All right, that's the second thing. The third thing that marketing does is this. It helps position you as the best solution. All right, so you need more clients. That's what your problem is. Oh, you need some referrals. Guess what? I'm the best person to help you get those referrals. I'm the best person to help you build your website. I'm the best person to help you do X, Y, and Z. That's all that marketing is. Your content, your Facebook lives, your images, everything drives. Opt-in offer is a part of that because it helps people see that you are the best solution for them. So that's why you need to have an outstanding opt-in offer. I'm going to wrap up with that. This has been so much fun. So I'm going to give a shout out again to Lamar, to Ronnie, to the TSP family for letting me have this time and kind of doing a bit of a mini takeover. I have loved it. If I skipped your comment, I didn't read it, I promise I'm going to go back and read all of your comments. The link to where you can get 52 lead magnet ideas is in the comments. This has been an absolute blast, and I'm going to do my traditional sign off here of, listen, be brilliant, be bankable, and be the boss in your business. Bye, everybody. I'll see you all online.